I'm Sam! And as you can plainly see, I'm wearing my red shirt! The one I got for Christmas! And the one that has my name under the logo. It's not supposed to. And it's not even a skivvy. It's a t-shirt! So I figured I might as well do a movie review because I've never done one before. I mean, you have seen a couple of videos where I review Wiggles episodes, but I'm gonna do a movie review, but it's still Wiggles related. And I'm gonna be watching the Wiggles movie. Back in 1997, the Wiggles were already extremely popular. People were still singing their songs. People were still quoting their catchphrases. People were still selling their merchandise. The Wiggles were just a monster. So naturally, it made logical sense for them to make a movie. The movie was also really groundbreaking, and while it was a huge step forward for the Wiggles, it was also kind of breaking the law. What I mean is, back in the day, Australian movie theaters had a policy against children under 4 years old going to the movies. And that was half the audience going to see the Wiggles movie. So yeah, the Wiggles definitely broke some new ground with that movie. And it never got the re-release it deserved. It actually has a different title in America. Instead of the Wiggles movie, it's now called Magical Adventure, a Wiggly Movie in America and the UK. Does it really not deserve a re-release, or is there really something there that the guys are missing? Well, let's take a look back. I'm gonna watch the Wiggles movie, and I am gonna give you the review in just a few moments. Yeah! This is Sam Reviews the Wiggles movie! So the movie opens up with this guy, Wally, played by stage actor Tony Harvey, in the magic club, and he's trying to be a good magician, but he just can't seem to make it. As someone who's a fan of goofy protagonists and characters and all that, I really like what they did with Wally's character, even though this is his only appearance, the Wiggles movie. He's funny, he's kind, the acting is done well, and in terms of his personality, he's a good guy. He's a little obsessive and kind of dishonest, but he still holds up as a protagonist, and he wasn't annoying. And he was probably the reason my parents suddenly decided to call my puppy Wally, other than the fact that it's the only name my father would settle for. And then we meet Wally's rival, Roland the Remarkable, who is so confident in how great his magic is that he just so thinks that he knows he might win the magic competition that's coming up.
Don't embarrass yourself by trying to perform tonight. After all, I am Roland the Remarkable, and you are, well, you. So
I gotta admit, while Roland is sort of your typical rival, antagonist, all that, he is a good antagonist. I mean, I really like how he delivers his lines. And then we get us a musical interlude and the opening credits as Wally rides off to look for a magic wand. And the song that plays in the background, I think, is very funny. I like it a lot, and I know my dad really likes the song. When he first heard it, he would not stop singing it, which is kind of surprising because I know how he feels about the Wiggles. The surprise is that Greg still remembers the lyrics to the Wally song.
Wally, 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 keep on going strong. You've got to ride your little tricycle. Just keep on pedaling and pushing. I'm gonna be a great magician.
And then we cut to the Wiggles performing in a school, as well as one of the funniest things they've ever done.
This'll do the trick.
Mrs. Bingle, don't play that whistle.
when I first saw this movie. It has Anthony going nuts every time he hears a whistle sound.
The sound of a whistle makes Anthony do some very silly things.
That was one thing in this movie that I think the Wiggles should have done more often. In fact, the only other time you see Anthony go crazy when he hears a whistle is a moment from episode 4 of TV series 1.
Henry, don't blow that whistle. Anthony does some very strange things when he hears a whistle.
So the show goes on, and they do all sorts of songs and dances, including Dorothy, would you like to dance with me? And can you point your fingers and do the twist? And then while Dorothy the dinosaur is on break, the Wiggles ask the children to come in so they can tell them some news that they have.
Today is Dorothy the dinosaur's birthday. Yeah, we're going to give a great big surprise birthday party for her tonight.
Dorothy's birthday was something that the Wiggles had already been doing in a lot of their DVDs. But Dorothy's birthday had some things to it. Like, for example, they keep changing the lyrics to the Dorothy's birthday party song that they have. And also, it's kind of weird that on every single birthday, Dorothy turns 5. Dorothy comes back and the Wiggles are trying to keep her party a secret, but instead they just make her sad. And then we see Greg doing a magic trick, and Wally is watching it too. He sees Greg's magic wand and starts having visuals about how far that the wand could take him if he could just get it.
And then I'll be a popular man about town. One of the city's most attractive young bachelors. I'll be at the best parties.
And then when Dorothy puts down the wand, Wally takes the opportunity to retrieve it. Dorothy sees him go and decides to go after him. And back with the Wiggles, they perform Rockabye Your Bear, and somehow that's the end of the show.
Oh, Wiggles, what a wonderful, wonderful show! And where's lovely Dorothy? All the children would like to applaud their favourite dinosaur.
She should be here somewhere.
Yeah, pretty sad when offering a dinosaur your magic wand often leads to her getting lost. And one of the students, played by Megan Woodhouse, tells the Wiggles that she saw Dorothy leave. And she also found Wally's cape on the grass, so the Wiggles have to figure out how to find Dorothy.
Find Wally. And you'll find Dorothy.
Can't really get anything by Mari, can you?
Come on, Wiggles. We've got a dinosaur to find.
This movie also marks the debut of one of my favorite Wiggles catchphrases. And that's another thing. The fact that the Wiggles go, huh, when they're confused is one of the most famous trademarks of the Wiggles, and they just don't do it anymore. They only did it from here to Racing to the Rainbow. They only did it a couple of times after that. So the Wiggles hop in the big red car and start driving off to go find Dorothy in time for her party. And then we proceed to one of the best songs in the whole movie. I really like this song. I really like it. There are a lot of good laughs in this song. There's one involving Anthony, Mari, and Jeff singing the song through their typical sounds like laughing and snoring and all that. And I have found myself on the floor laughing. I'm pretty sure if you heard this song yourself, you would be laughing like that too. And then we cut back to Dorothy and Wally, and Dorothy wants Wally to give the wand back, but he doesn't want to because he needs it to win the contest. They play tug of war with it, but end up breaking it in half. And Wally suggests taking the wand to Dorothy's friends so they can fix it, and also reminds her that they might remember her birthday, and she agrees.
How about it? They fixed the wand, wish you a happy birthday. We're all happy.
Well, all right.
And then back with the Wiggles, they arrive at the Sandlot to ask Henry the Octopus if he's seen Dorothy. And this leads to another one of my favorite songs in this movie. The Wiggles ask Henry the Octopus if he's seen Dorothy, but he hasn't seen her because he's been rehearsing with his band. The Wiggles join in a song, but then they have to keep going.
We still don't know where Dorothy is.
Do you know where Dorothy is? She may have gone to Captain Feathersword's or Wags the dog's house.